Good morning peeps, and welcome to my brand new channel on YouTube, my very first channel that I'm going to call Armchair Narc Study. My name is Julie. I do not consider myself to be a life coach at this point, but more of a student at this point. I'd love to share knowledge, experiences, just be a little part of this movement that's going on. I want to be a little part of it, and then eventually when I'm ready I would like to be a life coach. I have to say, in the UK, Welsh Wales, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to show you in the little garden. There's this pond. Hello you. Hello. Look how beautiful the day is. This is my little oasis. Yes, I'm calling this channel Armchair Narc Speak or Study. And for my very first topic, I would actually like to address what's going on right now, which is all this narcissism. We're just seeing it everywhere. We're seeing it on the channels, and obviously, I mean, I've had all my devices hacked for 10 years, my ex-narc husband, and I know that anything that's been on my phone and computer went through him first. All the incomings and outgoings went through his, home server, whatever. Don't quite understand it all. And so, everything that we're doing, if we're with a narcissist that's a tech head, it's going to be clocked. It's no surprise that they're going to be not only on the channels, monitoring everything that's going on, but learning more of how not to be spotted, especially the coverts. And I think these last few days it's astounding, really. It's, some of the comments, and I hate to judge, but I'm going to have to mention I was quite shocked at how some people are openly criticising some of the life coaches that's part of this movement. Personally, I don't think it's helpful to do that, because whether you like a person or not, from what you see, it doesn't really matter. We're all contributing to a cause, and I think we should stick together, because we've actually got a huge battle going on, and we'll probably go on for quite some time, which is why I want to play my little tiny bit in helping to put the information out there with the help of you, anybody that wants to join me. Of course, I'm still learning, and there's an awful lot to learn. If there's anything that I don't quite understand in anything that I talk about, I would really appreciate anybody that can fill me in on the correct information. It's a learning curve for me, and I'd be grateful. Please press like, or not like if that's the way it is, but your comments are what I really need right now, positive or negative. It's all good stuff. I'm really quite shocked. There's a lot of narcissists on these forums, you can see by some of the comments, and there's also a lot more people pressing the unlike button as well. I noticed that. So we need to be very careful what we address, or just completely ignore it. The one thing, I have mentioned this on somebody else, on the comment on somebody else's YouTube channel, that we have a very powerful weapon that we're all beginning to know. It's intuition. I know I've always had intuition. And when we first get in the relationships with a narcissist, and we're so in love and it's all exciting, we see the red flags, we all see them, push them on. You don't want them. This is the biggest thing ever. You don't want them. But then at some point something happens where a red flag appears that you can't ignore. It's just too unsettling. You have to question them about it, and it just goes on from there, doesn't it? Intuition, it's an incredibly powerful tool that we have on our side, because narcissists do not have intuition, which is why they're in constant survival mode. That they have clever, sharp minds, most of them. They plan 10 steps ahead from us, because that's all they've got. And I mentioned, I use the analogy, it's like random access memory. That's all they've got to work off. So they hone it to the best they can, which is why they're always ahead of us. We only use that short-term memory for the comings and goings, fleeting things that we think about and do, because all the proper stuff goes into the huge memory in our subconscious, which is managed by our intuition, managed very well. It's like a world library that catalogues every single moment of experience that we have, not as a memory that we see it, like rewinding a video. The brain doesn't need any of that. It just needs the actual flash of feeling we got from the experience, a nanosecond in time with its own unique signature. That's all it needs, and it's catalogued, and the intuition knows where it is, where to call it up. So if you're looking at a few red flags appear, odd behaviours, your subconscious is adding all this up, and when there are enough grouped red flags, they will throw it up. They will throw up an alarm, like a gut punch, or just musing over. There's a few red flags here. What's going on? But you will get the message. It's not a separate entity. It's part of us. But I think it's something with language and the progression of time we've mostly kind of lost touch with. But it's part of us. It's our best friend. It's our protector. It's on our side. It's not an entity. It's us, and it's there at our disposal. It has a security system that nobody else can penetrate ever. No matter who you are or how hard you try, you can't read people's minds in that way. It's the most secure thing you can ever have, your own intuition and your own thoughts on that. And you don't need a password. It's very fast, very, very fast. And I read somewhere a few years ago that if you trust your intuition, in any instances, 9 times out of 10 it will be right. So the one time that it's probably not right, just a bit paranoid, doesn't really matter, because it still works in your favour massively. So basically this first video is just introducing myself for when my channel gets going properly, and to get the first one done with, introduce myself, who I am, what I want to do, and I look forward to being a small part of this. Thank you for listening. Much love. Bye.